It was snowing heavily that day. Mr. Patterson and his dog Stanley were enjoying it from the window of their house. The man lived alone. His wife died 7 years ago after their son Daniel had been missing in the mountains. He left his home in search of a better life. He traveled the country and rarely informed his parents about himself. But one day, Mr. and Mrs. Patterson received a note saying that Daniel had fallen off a cliff and died. However, his body was never found. Suddenly, Stanley started barking. When Mr. Patterson opened the door, the dog immediately rushed into the forest. This behavior was strange, so the man ran after him. To his surprise, he saw a girl of about 7 who was fearlessly stroking Stanley. "What are you doing here?" the man asked her. The fact was that he lived on the very outskirts of the village in a dense forest. "I went for a walk and got lost," the girl replied. Mr. Patterson invited the girl to the house, where he gave her hot tea and cookies. It turned out that her name was Maggie. She said that she lived in a house with a red roof. Since her mother was constantly sleeping, she was bored, so she went out for a walk. The man decided to talk to Maggie's mother, so he put the girl to bed and went to look for her house. When he found it, he saw that the door was open. Upon entering, the man was surprised by the mess and dirt that was there. Bottles of alcohol were everywhere. The girl's mother was indeed asleep, and the reason for this was now clear. She was constantly drunk. The man woke her up with difficulty. "I have found your daughter in the forest. She could have died," he said angrily. "Has that obnoxious girl run away again?" Her mother answered and fell back on the bed. Mr. Patterson realized that there was nothing more for him to do there. He couldn't let Maggie come back home. When he arrived at the house, he saw that the girl was playing with Stanley. "Grandpa, can I stay with you?" she asked the old man. "Yes, of course, stay," he replied. However, he knew that it would not last long. First of all, it was illegal because Maggie had a mother. So the next day, he went to social services. He decided to get custody of the girl. When they all arrived at Maggie's house, her mother was drunk again. When she realized that they wanted to take her daughter away from her, she began to scream. "It's all because I came from another state. If only my husband Daniel were alive." "Daniel, could you show me his photograph?" asked Mr. Patterson. And when the woman took out a photograph, the man turned pale. "This is impossible. This is my son," he said with difficulty. It turned out that Maggie's mother and Daniel had been dating for a long time, but couldn't get married because he died. By that time, she had already been pregnant. Since then, the lives of all 3 of them had changed. Mr. Patterson began to take care of Maggie and helped her mother deal with her problem. After a few months, she quit drinking and got a job. And Maggie spent all weekends with her grandfather and Stanley.